Finally, I'm getting my shot. Pride of Wrestling, the Florida Heavyweight Championship, through trials and tribulations, through low blows and VIP pre-shows. I have made it to the mountaintop. It is myself versus Leeroy Shogun one-on-one for the Florida Heavyweight Championship. And Pride of Wrestling is calling this event My Way or the Highway. And I can't think of a better way to describe it because I'm facing Leeroy Shogun. Leeroy Shogun, you are the only member of the Gifted that has earned my respect, because you'll play it down the middle. There won't be any games. There won't be a lawyer. You're not going to fake a knee injury. You're going to face me one-on-one, man-to-man, like a professional wrestler should. Now, the problem with that, Leeroy Shogun, and you've got all my respect in the world. You've got all the tools to be one of the greats in Florida professional wrestling. But when you talk about Florida professional wrestling, you talk about the king of Florida. You're talking about Daniel Starling. And what I'm going to prove to you, and I'm going to prove to everybody else, February 10th, that when you are the best damn pure professional wrestler on God's earth today, when you are the absolute king of Florida professional wrestling, there's one waist that championships go around, and you're looking at the man that possesses it.
Now there's mine on my feet. We don't speak, but we know what we say. Turn the lights, turn the lights, turn it up. Yeah, don't stop, we gotta save this feeling. Yes, I know it's just your game, but I love to be the one who gets played. Yeah, there I go, and I just fall.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Daniel, you ain't even from Florida. You was born in Virginia Beach, Virginia, my guy. So you come down here to Florida and you think you just go conquer my territory, huh? Like you some kind of colonizer? My problem with you, Daniel Starling, is my exact problem with this company, POW, Pride of Wrestling. You want to paint me as a bad guy. Truth be told, I am the baddest man alive, Leeroy Shogun, and everybody's going to know my name. And no one's going to forget about the history and my legacy in this company. I haven't been pinned or submitted in 2 years. I've been the reigning, defending, and winning Florida Heavyweight Champion of the world. Daniel, these are shoes that you wish to possess, and you will never own mine because you can't take anything from me. I am the best champion that this company has ever seen, despite what most may say. This title is the most important one in this company because I possess it. Daniel, you want to act like you don't really know what's going on? I'm the best Florida champion there is. There's only been 2. The other one was your friend. And you want to act innocent. I seen the look in your face. I seen those green, envious eyes when Cheese held this title. The first thing you said was, that's a beautiful title. This is what you wanted. I did you a favor by taking him out. Dislocated his shoulder. That's me. I'm Danger. And you're knocking at my door. Now I can walk through these locker rooms and I can walk straight up in Eddie Torres' face and look him in the eye. And he knows he's looking at a man. He respects me. It's not a person in this company that don't know what the deal is. Now come February 10th, Saturday. If you move, Daniel Starling, I'm going to be on you. I might not wait for the bell to ring. What you going to do, Pride of Wrestling? Give me a fine, suspend me? You tried it. That's all you can do to me. I'm a live wire. I'm going to do what I want to. And the people go respect that I am the people's champion. This is gifted business. A1 since day one. Guys like Sage Scott, Troy Hollywood. We get passed up. We got to work twice as hard to get somewhere. Y'all know who the best wrestler in Florida is. I beat Bud Heavy. And when I couldn't beat I beat everybody in this company. When I couldn't beat any more people, you had to go get somebody from outside Mikey Spandex because you thought you could take me out. Daniel Starling, it's an uphill battle. Even if you beat me, I will always be the most dominant champion in POW's history. I can't wait to put another one down. President say, I'm your best bet. Always bet on black. Oh!
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. About so many months in the making, the newly crowned King of Florida goes one-on-one with the undefeated baddest man alive, Leeroy Shogun. And here's the interesting thing. King of Florida indeed, but without the POW Florida Championship, what does that crown mean? What does it mean?
I mean, it's hard to tell you what it means, but when it's with Daniel Starling, you know it means something, because Daniel Starling is an unbelievable talent, and if he's crowned the King of Florida, then that title's got to be something special. But when you're going up against someone who's the baddest man alive, who hasn't been pinned or submitted in over 2 years, I mean, that's some Brock Lesnar numbers right there if I've ever heard it.
Well, hopefully they bleep that name out if you haven't been watching the news. Leeroy Shogun, big shoulder tackle. He's a bad man indeed, but hold on now, the King! Back to his feet with that kick up. Chopping the baddest man down the side, shoots him off. Leeroy with the reversal. Cartwheel. Oh my goodness. Misses the crescent kick.
Oh, hang on there, but the
No,
Gifted trying to
Daniel
get
Starling tripped on his own. That was all on Daniel Starling.
I don't know. It looked like the Gifted might have just tried to fix his shoelace for him or
I
something.
think it was the cameraman. No! Hey, wait a minute! Hold on now!
And the Gifted are
Hold
out
on.
of here.
I don't agree with this decision. He's pointing at the wrong man. It should be that cameraman right there that should be kicked out. Starling tripped on his own. This is disgusting. Come on, Lee Campbell.
This is unbelievable.
What kind of ball is that? They were just standing there.
And I mean,
This is complete bias. This is complete bias.
But this is what happens when they try to get away with some underhanded stuff when you have the king of all refs in the ring in our referee Lee right now.
What do you mean underhanded? Starling tripped on his own. It might have been the cameraman's 32-inch lens right there. And look at that. Smartly recovering. Leeroy Shogun round, just trying to collect himself after his best friends, his teammates, just got exiled from ringside.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but we know if one thing's true, we know that Leeroy Shogun can handle his own. And just as I'm saying that, Starling taking him right off his feet. But what's Starling looking to do here? He's not going to go up top, is he?
This is high risk. Even
Surely not.
From the top of the
Going
castle.
for the double axe handle.
Oh, my goodness.
Takes him out with the huge double axe handle.
He just ruled him. He just ruled the baddest man alive with a double axe handle. I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
Starling trying to feed off of the energy of the POW Army here in attendance, taking the fight right to Shogun.
Shogun, you got to give him a minute now. This man hasn't even emotionally recovered from his teammates being exiled right now. Daniel Starling is selfishly not giving the champ any time to recover. I don't like this attitude from the king.
Now you're over here trying to disparage our king, but right now I just see him bringing the fight right back to Leeroy Shogun. Shogun wanted to have his friends try to help him. Starling showing him what it really means to be a pro wrestler, planting him firmly onto the mat.
Thunderous body slam. Shades of DiBiase with that fish drop. But what's the King of Florida crown without the Florida Heavyweight Championship? I got to keep going back to that. All right? 2 years undefeated. This man is a bad, bad man. All right? That's Leeroy Shogun. He mastered 2 disciplines. He beat 3 men in one night. Oh my goodness!
Oh!
Chopping that arm in midair. I've never seen this kind of offense.
And I mean, amazing ring awareness and IQ there from Shogun. You can only chalk that up to experience. That's something that can't be taught. I mean, catching Daniel Starling in a last second and targeting that arm again is Shogun.
He's a bad, bad man indeed. He studied in 5 disciplines. He mastered 2 of them, beat 3 men in one night. International karate tournament winner. Bad man indeed. And if I'm being honest, with the POW Florida Heavyweight Championship, that man is the king.
I mean, it's hard to argue when you've been holding on to that championship and has been defending it with such prestige and such viciousness, just like Shogun has been doing. But, I mean, after this matchup, and you know what? I have a question for you, actually. Shogun's putting up his title. Is Starling putting up his lineage? Is he putting up the throne?
I can't say. I'd ask El Presidente here, but, you know, I'm not too happy with his decision exiling my guys, the Gifted, from ringside. Now, let me give you a little history lesson on one Daniel Starling, all right? This man was hiding in plain sight. He lost to Jay Lethal in this very building, all right?
In what was an instant classic matchup, yes.
He was hiding in plain sight, trying to find his identity with First Class. With his partners, the Cheese and Ron Bass, who all had championship opportunities. This is Daniel's first championship opportunity. How did he earn that? He's been on the losing end for the better of 2 years here in Pride of Wrestling. And that's what I'm talking about.
Huge slam there from Shogun, taking Starling right off the top rope.
Bad man indeed. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Another victory. How? Wait a minute.
And
how do you kick out of that?
You know, it's hard to tell. I mean, Starling's taking so much damage. That I thought was going to be the cherry on top. I thought we were going to have and still the champion, Leeroy Shogun. But nonetheless, Shogun continuing his onslaught here.
He's not wasting any time. That's a smart man. You don't want to give him a second. You don't want to give your opponent a second.
Huge spinning heel kick there.
Starling reversal. Boot up. Come on now. I seen this
ready
before.
to see a big man fly.
Oh,
Starling.
my goodness.
I think Starling caught him with a neck breaker. I think Starling turned his own move against him. Shogun's down.
Come on now. Come on, champ. Look at that.
Just barely getting the shoulder up.
That's why he's the champ. He's resilient. He's beaten 3 men in one night. He's studied in 5 disciplines. 5 disciplines, mastered 2 of them, all right? You're going to need a lot more than that to beat the baddest man alive.
I mean, we're going to see what Daniel Starling has left in the tank here, trying his best to fuel off of the Pride of Wrestling army.
And these people chanting Shogun,
the Shogun,
mocking him. They were just cheering Starling. Look at that. Dodging. Come on. Shogun on spaghetti legs now. Wait a minute!
Oh, in a huge
Shades
right
of a
hand.
Great one. Off the ropes. Shogun well scouted. Reversal. Into a
Huge
headbutt.
And a huge forearm planted firmly on Shogun.
Snapmare, cravat. Into the ropes. Wait a minute!
Huge shot.
Shades of Masawa. Northern Lights.
Northern Lights suplex.
Look at that bridge.
Oh, and narrowly kicks
That
out.
was only a 2 count? Unbelievable. How great is that man right there, Leeroy Shogun?
I mean,
kicking out of that offense right there.
A lot of the crowd beckoning that was a 3 count.
Clearly these people in St. Pete can't count. Can't count a lick. That was 2. Rightfully so. You're going to need a lot more than that, King. That's the baddest man in wrestling today.
And the King looking to give him. Oh, but reversed by Shogun, catches him. And this could be the beginning of the end for the King, Daniel Starling.
We know what time it is. The lethal injection. Starling's been on the receiving end of that before. Hold on!
And just as you were mentioning, Starling was experienced with that move. He looked out for it, caught him in the sleeper.
A cross-face chicken wing. Shades of Bob Backlund. Oh my goodness, wait a minute.
Does he have here double hooks the arms?
Oh my goodness!
Suplex.
Oh my goodness!
You can't win the championship if the champion's out of the ring. The champion's advantage. Shogun wise to that, rolls right out.
Veteran mentality. That's why he's the baddest man, smartly rolling out of the ring when he was trying to secure that pinfall. After that devastating tiger suplex, driving him right at the top of his head. That's got to be illegal.
And that's a huge man coming down right on top of his head. That's a dangerous position to be in. Right now, Shogun's taking every second he can get.
Everybody's jaws on the floor right now, impressed with Starling's technical ability here. I'm no stranger to that, but you're going to need a lot more in the tank if you want to dethrone the Florida champion.
Now, this seems to be, I feel like this is the most in danger that we've seen Shogun to date. Oh, and a huge low blow! While our referee Lee was
I think Starling
adjusting
tripped.
the curtain. Oh!
Wait a minute.
At 2
Wait a minute.
3/4.
He wants to dead weight, and then he wants to just kick out. He should have stood down. Look at that, wasting no time. Leeroy Shogun hammering away, pounding out Daniel Starling in the middle of that canvas.
Oh, and Shogun getting a little overzealous and shoving, and that's
Wait
the
a minute.
matchup. Shogun just got himself disqualified.
Look at that, over the top rope, throwing that piece of trash right out of the ring where he belongs.
We're talking about the champion's advantage. Leeroy Shogun remaining champion, but losing the matchup by disqualification.
Look at that. The vicious onslaught continues.
This had to be the plan all the time, the whole time.
You don't embarrass the baddest man alive, the Florida champion here in his own kingdom.
We need to get somebody out here. This has to stop.
There we go.
This
there goes
isn't
the
good.
cavalry right here. You're right. Somebody has to come out there.
This is
and
the
who better
opposite
than
of
the
what I
Gifted?
meant. Get somebody out here. The Gifted made their way out here. The Gifted is complete. Starling needs help right now.
What an impressive contest from Daniel Starling, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough.
The Gifted able to corral the wild bull. And just as I was saying that, Shogun pushing the officials out of the way to have his way with Starling, humbling the king.
Look at that anger and frustration. You don't make the champ look bad. How dare Daniel Starling? What's a king to the Florida heavyweight champion?
Go, get it to the back. That's enough, man. Come on. Come on, go to the back. That's enough.